What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here. Welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop it a like. And today we got a couple of big matches, including the first one in the league versus Real Madrid. And then we got Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League as well, where I feel that if we win, we're going to see ourselves through the knockout stages, but there's some circumstances that need to go along with it. So we'll take a look at the table, and we'll also take a look and see how we fared in the matches since last episode. Boys, it's not been pretty. And it seems like fitness and rotation has caught up with us, as in our next 5 matches, we only won 2, losing 2 and then drawing 1 in the process as well. One of those losses being against Spurs in the return leg in the Champions League, losing 2-1. Villa on our side scoring, but Baldi Keita and Eriksson getting the goals for Spurs, giving them the win there. But outside of that, in the league, it was really rough. We bookended the middle of the run by 2-1 victories over Deportivo and Numancia. Villa getting 3 goals out of the 4 scored there, in Chausti getting the other one here versus Numancia. But then a little suspect in terms of, like I said, rotation that needed to be done just to get players some fitness and, getting other players some rest, because they needed some rest. And this is the result of what happened after that. A 4-0 drubbing versus Betis. We couldn't get anything going. Nobody higher than a 6'5". In fact, our lowest player was Ander Herrera at a 5'8", because he had himself an own goal. So not fun times there. And then Espanyol, once again, another rotation. We actually had the better day. We had more shots, more possession, but only were able to get 1 goal out of it and come away with a draw. So overall, it's like I said, seems like we're starting to lose our form a bit because of all this rotation, all the matches that are just being strewn together. But we are still in first place by the hair of our teeth, the skin of our teeth, excuse me, that's the phrase. We're still in first place by 2 points, 31 points through 12 matches. It's okay. It's still early on, and I feel like anything can happen at this point in time, but it's nice to see that we're still top of the table. ACA Villa still leading all goal scorers with 10 in the league through those 12 matches. And once again, still the surprising factor is that Barcelona is still not doing well. They're in 8th place right now. Yes, only 2 points behind Champions League placements, but that's not a place that I feel that they're going to be sticking in for very long because, well, it's Barcelona. You know they're going to turn around at some point in time. But outside of that, season's still looking pretty good, all things considered. But now is going to be the test. I mean, we skinned Barcelona when we first faced off against them early in the season. This time around, we're going up against a really full-fledged Atletico Madrid side. They got Morata, they got Griezmann, they got a whole load of players that can give us the business throughout the entirety of this match. They still got Cruz, they still got Verratti, Ederson's in net. So it's just all over bad, and all over going to be a tough time for us. But this is how we're going to line up today. We're going to have Kepa in net, Leque, San Jose, Martinez, and Azpilicueta on the back line. Don't mind my phone going off. I don't know why it's buzzing right now. Put that off to the side. It's probably China calling for Leque again. Who knows at this point? Anyway, Iñaki Garcia is going to be the defensive mid. Marino and Linton Jr. ahead of him. Muniain and Shabby out on the wings. Williams hasn't been playing all that well, so he's going to get a rest. We're going to see how Shabby does in this. And then, of course, Villa sitting up top. As you noticed, Laporta's not playing today because he got himself a little bit of a knock after international duty. So he's going to be resting. And hopefully, Martinez and San Jose as a center backing pair can do the job today. We can only cross our fingers and hope. So let's go kick off and see what happens. I know what you're saying. Brian, why are you using the 4-3-3 versus Real Madrid? You get spanked using this formation. Why don't you use the 4-2-3-1? Well, I want to see if this time shall be different. And 14 minutes on, it's certainly not looking like it as Griezmann hits it under Kepa. I want to see the replay of that because there was a lack of communication on that part, and Kepa probably should have done a lot better than that. So the ball goes out to Romagnoli, who then gets it ahead to Griezmann, takes a shot, a not strong shot whatsoever. Kepa should be making that save. That is horrible on his part. 27 minutes on now, and Real Madrid coming forward once again. Out to Morata. Holy crap. Morata with a laser beam into the back of the net. And it's 2-0 to Real Madrid. What is going on, boys? It was a decent pass from Griezmann to Morata, but look at how many green shirts are in the vicinity. There was one actually marking Morata, and then he laid him off. He allowed Morata to get that shot. What are you doing? Go through his ankles, son. I don't care if you get a red card. Take him out. I mean, what more is there to say? It's just been a bad day for us overall. Nobody really playing well whatsoever. Iñaki Garcia is the highest player on there with a 6'9", but everyone else is hovering around 6'4", 6'5". yes, I understand you're saying, oh, it's Real Madrid. Don't expect anything less. But it's the fact that we know we can do better, and this team, it just doesn't feel like it wants to at this point in time. So Muniain is going to come off for Iñaki Williams. Believe me, if I want to make all three of my subs, I would. But making all three of my subs at halftime is absolutely idiotic, so we're just not going to bother with that. And so far in the second half, there really hasn't been much of anything to talk about. It's just Real Madrid playing keep away against us as their possession counter just keeps rising and rising. And there it is. Like I said, nothing in the second half. It was Real Madrid playing keep away from us, taking all the shots, getting all the possession, not leaving us much of anything to do. It's 2-0 to Los Blancos, as I'm definitely far from pleased with what I've seen from this team. After 8 wins out of 8 to start, we have now lost 3 out of our last 5, and I believe this drops us down. It actually doesn't, which is surprising to me, but that's definitely all going to change. So, it's still early, Brian. We've only played 13 matches. There's still 25 to go in the season, so I should not get this mad, especially over Real Madrid. But it's so damn frustrating when we've beaten them before. Maybe it's because we were away from home. I don't know. But anyway, let's just forget about it. I keep saying this every time there's a bad decision and a bad loss on our part. Let's just forget about it and move on to greener pastures, and that's taking on Dynamo Kiev at home to see if we can get ourselves through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. Right, so now back to the second match of the day. Dynamo Kiev at home at the San Mamés, and as you can see over here at the table on the right side, we are currently in second place, right behind Tottenham by 5 points, but Red Bull Salzburg are right behind us by 1. So feasibly, we need to come away with a win here, and Spurs need to beat Red Bull Salzburg, and we are officially into the knockout stages. So we just need to do our job, essentially. We need to go out there and win. That being said, how we're going to line up is, well, we need to go punch him in the mouth. So let's go and find the 4-2-3-1. And this is the lineup that we're going to use. Kepa in net, of course. Ujia out on the right side. Martinez, Laporte, Azpilicueta along the rest of the back line. Herrera and Marino in the middle. Muniain and Chelsea Hervias as our attacking mids. Villalibre sitting up top. It's, once again, another little chop and change, trying to figure out, see what actually works this time, and obviously having to deal with people that are tired, like Iñaki Williams. So, that being said, let's go out there, like I said, let's do our job, let's go win, and see if we can get ourselves through to the knockout stages. So let's go kick off and see what happens. If you remember what happened last time versus Dynamo Kiev, which was only 2 episodes ago at this point in time, we need to close down Junior Moreras because he can apparently hit thunderbolts from about 25 yards out. So let's hope he doesn't do that again here today. Ander Herrera with a corner kick, 12 minutes on. It falls to Iker Muniain. Is he going to cross it back inside? He tried to. It just didn't find anybody in a red shirt. It's back out to Mikel Merino, though. Mikel on the wings. That's not his spot. Good pass in. Back out to Marino. He needs to find somebody. He needs to either pass it or cross it in. I don't care. Whoa! What a pass! One-timer from Villalibre. It bounces off of Stankovic, the goalkeeper, and into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to the club. Let's go, boys. This was starting to get a little frustrating that we weren't getting the goals or at least getting the chances. What a great pass from Inchausti through 2 defenders. Villalibre, I don't know how he saw that, and I don't know how he was able to hit that, but it's a great goal nonetheless. And since that goal, we have absolutely opened up in this match, getting ourselves 9 shots, 5 of them on target, and we've regained control of the possession, but no shots worthy of highlights after that, which is fine. I mean, we're winning right now, so that's good. There's always room for improvement, boys. I want to see a couple more goals before the match is over, and like I said, do our job with the win, get ourselves through the knockout stages. And we just saw right up here in the top corner that Spurs have taken the lead in their match. So as results stand, we are into the knockout stages. Now we just need to hope that they hold. And much like with Real Madrid, this second half is absolutely flying by. There's not been a single highlight yet. We have just kept possession. We have taken more shots. And to be quite honest with you, I'm fine with this. So much so that I'm making all 3 of my subs right here, right now. Lekwe's on, Echeniz is on, and Linton Jr. is on, and he gets himself a yellow card. Wonderful! All my center mids love to get themselves some yellow cards. 3 minutes left to go in this match, and we finally get ourselves a highlight. It's a very strange one, because it was all the way there at the center of the park, and now we got played all the way back to Kepa. What distribution from Kepa to try and find Villa Libre. Maybe we can get the ball through this Dynamo Kiev back line. He tries to flip it out to Azpilicueta, but nobody there. Laporte lays it off to Hervias, to Inchausti. Outlet pass to Lekwe. You need to do better than that. Can we get it back in there? Herrera. Oh, and Gamache just goes through a man. He's seen the red card. And Dynamo Kiev, for the last 4 minutes, I'm assuming with stoppage time, are going to be down to 10 men. And now we just need to keep pressuring them. Keep pressuring them so they don't put any ball in front of our net. Ball coming forward now. Azpilicueta with 5 seconds left to go. He mishits the cross, but it doesn't matter whatsoever. Referee blows his full-time whistle. 1-0 to the club. Very, very dirty. But a win is a win is a win. That gets us through. Is it? Will it? That does. It gets us through to the knockout stages. We're probably not going to... Actually, we're definitely not going to be group winners. So we're second place, which is fine. And like I said, at least we get ourselves through to the knockout stages. And we get 1.5 million euros for that. Hey, I'll take it at this point in time. So versus Red Bull Salzburg, I'm definitely going to put up a rotated side. Because like I said, we're already through. So why risk getting my majority players injured? My big name players injured. And that's in fact when we're going to be coming back next episode. We're going to take on Red Bull Salzburg to finish out the group stage. And then I actually forgot to take a look and see who we'll be facing in the league. It's Atletico Madrid. And on top of that, the knockout stage draw, that's going to be a can't miss episode. I hope to see you guys there. But as far as this episode goes, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please go and drop it a like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And if you want to leave a comment below on what you thought about the episode or the series as a whole, please go and do so. I appreciate every single comment that you guys put down. But anyway, guys, I've been Gendo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.